You are watching a master at work.
What the fuck was that?
Yo, welcome back to the Who's Next Music Show with your host, Uncle Mike. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the previous episodes. Last week we had Trey G on here from K104's VD in the Morning Show. Thank all you guys so much for sharing. Thank all y'all so much for watching. Thank all y'all so much for liking. And I got a few new subscribers. Continue subscribing. I need that. I appreciate that. Tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your kids' friends. Just go on there, subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, y'all. We growing the Who's Next Music Show, so let's continue doing that. I'm going to keep bringing y'all new up-and-coming hot artists, vibing people around the city, people with motion. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Absolutely. And on this week's episode, we have the artist. She's an artist, a very good artist, Miss Heaven.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. So excited.
So, y'all, Heaven is an R&B singer. Can I say pop as well?
Yeah.
Pop
I feel
as
like
well.
It fits.
She makes really great music. Y'all definitely check out her music on all streaming platforms.
Yes, let's do that.
Check out the vibe, y'all. Check out Heaven. Heaven is definitely wavy. Check her out.
Thank you.
So we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to ask you a few questions as we all get to know Heaven better.
Let's do it.
First and foremost, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas, but if people know Dallas, then I tell them where I'm really from, which is Mansfield.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been here for a while. Yeah. So I'm originally from Mansfield, but I say Dallas.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How was your childhood life? Like, did you have both parents at home, brothers, sisters? How was your upbringing at home?
So my upbringing was pretty much it was in Mansfield the whole time. Both my parents, and I have a little brother who's 10 years younger than me. So for 10 years, I was the only child. It's like we both have only child syndrome, you know what I'm saying? Because, once I went to college, he's only 8. So It's like he's grown up technically kind of like an only child as well. But my childhood was, I feel like, very different than the childhoods of today because I don't like to be stereotypical, but like we were outside, like we were playing in the neighborhood. I had a bunch of kids around me that I grew up with, and just different circles like school, soccer, church, all this, we just had different communities. So I feel like I grew up with a lot of kids around. Typical, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you played soccer?
I did for my whole life. I thought I was actually going to be a professional soccer player.
Let's go.
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
For until I was like probably 12, 13. That's when I was like, nah, I'm gonna go into music. But I love soccer.
Really?
Yeah, I played when I was 4 up until like I graduated high school. So it was a long time. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So we just talked about your upbringing, where you from, your siblings, who's 10 years younger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Landon.
Shout out
I
Landon.
love you.
Let's get into Heaven's style.
Yes.
Yeah. Heaven
Love
got
it.
style, y'all.
Hey.
Heaven got sauce. Heaven got juice. Every time I
Appreciate
see
it.
Heaven puts it on. You know what I'm saying?
I try.
I don't know if she has a stylist. I don't know if she
I
put it
am a
together
stylist.
herself. You know what I'm saying?
I style people though.
I believe it, Heaven.
Yeah.
Like you
I love
wavy.
it. Thank you.
Crazy wavy.
Thank you.
So it's very unique too.
Mm.
Like I've never really saw nobody else like your style. And
Thank you.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You know? So who inspires you when it comes to fashion?
I've thought about this a lot because I don't really have a person who inspires me really for my style, because I feel like being a more like mask presenting woman is not too many people out there who I can look up to and be like, oh, I want to emulate them. But I will say someone that I really admire is Tiana Taylor. I love her style. I feel like she's really good at fluctuating between masculine and feminine. And it's just like, that's what I try to do, is keep a balance for myself. So I really, really, really like her style for
Very
sure.
nice.
Yeah.
Very
But
nice.
I just love fashion. I've always been into it. I used to draw clothes as a kid, like in my books and stuff. And I just always been into it.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite brand that you like wearing?
Yeah, actually, I really like this I don't want to call them small because I feel like they're so big to me. But their brand is called Collusion. It's called Collusion Studios, and I think you can literally only get it on ASOS. I think, but they're like a niche type of brand, and they make great unisex items, and that's important for me. So it's like a lot of suits, just like different types of shirts, and like a lot of the pieces I wear that people like, it's them. So I say go check them out. I think they actually deleted their Instagram, so I don't even know if you can find them on Instagram. But Collusion, y'all hit me up because I love y'all stuff. Yeah, I really like that brand.
If you could model for any brand, who would it be? Would it be Collusion or would it be somebody else?
If I was to model for one brand, I would want it to either be so one of my dreams is to model a men's show. So I would want to model like either Gucci men's or even Louis Vuitton under Pharrell. I really, really like his stuff. Of course, I loved Virgil. I feel like that's when I started to re-like Louis Vuitton, was through Virgil, but Pharrell is doing a really good job. So anything, if it's a men's show, I'm there. Cause I don't know. That's for me. I just want to be at the men's show,
For sure.
wearing a suit. Why not? You know, break the barrier. I know women do it all the time, but like, I don't know. That's just my goal.
Very nice. That's very nice. Okay. Louis, Gucci, all that for sure.
I love Gucci, so
for sure.
Yeah,
that's dope. All right, let's get into your music.
Let's do it.
Let's get into your music. Talked a lot about style, so let's get into your music. So you have an album, an EP.
EP.
Shout out to me.
Hey,
just
yes.
learned an EP.
Yeah.
It's called "You Used to Be Here."
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you my favorites here in a minute.
Yes, please.
But the songs on her album EP are "You Used to Be Here," "Where We Started,"
Yep.
"Like It Slow,"
Yes.
"Gave Up," and "Unappreciated."
Yep.
Out of those five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of those, which one is your favorite?
That's tough. I feel like my favorite changes with my mood, and that's why I wrote it. I wrote it out of a mood or multiple moods. So I feel like if I was to just generalize, maybe "Unappreciated" right now is my favorite.
Okay.
Because it's like a little dancey. But what I like about that song is, if you listen to the words, you can get in your feelings. But if you listen to the beat, you can dance. You know what I'm saying? And I like that kind of contrast. That people, a lot of people hear the beat first, so they're just like, oh, this is a little vibe. But then if you really listen to it, it's like, I'm a little sad right now. You know, so that's what I would say "Unappreciated."
Unappreciated?
What about you?
Okay. I like "Gave Up."
Really? Me too.
Like you said, they're all different sounds. Like every one of them is a different sound for a different mood.
Yeah.
Which I like, which was new to me, you know, because it's like a lot of the music that we hear is all the same, or it's all, you know, trap, rap, R&B, whatever. This was like different moods, and I felt it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I listened to it, no exaggeration, it's probably about my 6th time.
Okay,
I mean,
period.
it's 5 songs, so
Yeah.
I can listen to it like that.
Right.
And every time I just kept trying to grab what it was,
Mhm.
but every single time it was different emotions.
Yes.
And that's what
Yes.
moved me. It
Yeah.
was the emotions. It
Yeah.
wasn't like when I listen to Brent or listen
Mhm.
to Bryson Tiller,
Mhm.
it's a certain type of vibe. You know?
Definitely.
And I love that vibe. I love their
Me too.
sound.
Me too.
I'm fans of them for
Mhm.
sure. But these songs are all different emotional songs. And I
Yeah.
just was like,
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because that was like my goal, because the whole entire idea behind the project started 2 years ago, and it was really, I wanted to focus on the spaces that were left after a breakup, not necessarily the person. It was more so like, what happens when this person that you've been with all the time, what happens when they leave? That the other side of the bed don't feel the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, you driving in the car does not feel the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of spaces that were filled that just don't feel the same.
yeah.
And I wanted to kind of like take listeners and myself on a journey of how it feels in these spaces. And so that's why they're all kind of different, is because the first song, which is You Used to Be Here, was written 2 years ago when it kind of first happened. And I'm like, dang, like, you used to be here, here, and here. Like, you're not here no more. This how I feel, like, you know? And so then over the next couple of years, it's like, you create new bonds and they fall off too. It's like, it was a whole journey for me. So I feel like that's why they're so different, but I try to make them work, you know, together in the sense of they all tell one story. Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. And I like how you explained that too.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool. I can definitely tell it was it seemed like it was a breakup, you know, and there were emotions there.
Yeah.
And shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
Definitely shout out to you for that. I was gonna ask you,
Mm-hmm.
you answered one of my other questions I had in here. However, did that person really not call you on your birthday?
No, they didn't.
What?
Yeah, they didn't call me on my birthday. Yeah.
Do better, whoever you are.
Right.
Do better.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's cool because this past year I did get called my birthday.
Okay. I'm
Not
trying
the
to spin a
same
block
person.
now.
Not the same person.
I'm not saying
But it still meant a lot to me.
for sure.
Because I was like, you know, really?
Yeah, for real.
I just feel like it's just, to me, it's not that deep to where if I reach out, it was one day.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to respect people's feelings. You got to respect how they feel and how they, you know, cope with things. But at the time, I was really upset about it. I was like, oh, okay, bet. I'm going to write a song about it.
Yeah,
You got me? You know, you pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'll just write a song about it. It's going to be forever here. You know, I was a little petty moment, but I really like the song because of that. And it was very true. Yes, they did not call me on my birthday.
Question, are you signed or are you independent?
I'm independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to be signed to if you would want to be signed?
You know, I would want to be able to be independent as long as possible because I love my freedom in my whole entire life. Everything about my life, I just want to be in control of.
For sure.
So I just know things change when you get signed. But if I was able to do a deal like how Megan Thee Stallion just did with Warner, she's been able to keep all of her masters, all of her, literally everything. It's I think probably the first deal of its kind. If I was to get a deal like that, hey, sign me up, you know, but that typically doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So if Warner's out there giving these deals like that, hey, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't think it's fair for artists to not own their things. If you believe in them, then that's what it should be, you know? But it's money. It's a business.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But I don't want to be involved in, to me, my art isn't a business. I don't do things for the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely not going to do it for someone else to make money. Kidding. If I was gonna make money, it's gonna be me and my family, but it's not gonna be like you take everything from me. I'm just not gonna do it. So Yeah. I'll stay independent as long as possible.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer. Who would be your dream collaboration?
Dream
collaboration.
I'm gonna say.
Let me say it to the camera first.
Yeah.
Because I think I got an idea.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I got an idea, but this
Take
is
a guess.
my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you hear me?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right. I want to switch it up because I don't want to make you.
I think I got an idea.
I'm gonna say it. If you get it right, you gotta say it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna say, dang, Dream is crazy because Dream is like, out of everybody, who could you do?
This person is it.
But for me, it's like, even if I would like, I feel like everyone would say Beyonce. Okay. But it's like, I don't think me and Beyonce would necessarily make the best song. Okay. So even if that was my dream of like, if I could get someone impossible on my thing, would we make the best song? So I'm gonna think about it as like, yes, this is my dream, but it's also someone I feel like we would make a good song. And I'm gonna say Kehlani.
Oh, that was crazy. That's crazy.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Who'd you say?
I said Chris Brown.
Really?
I said Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Because the way that you sing, it has so much passion in it.
Okay, yeah.
Chris Brown, he's an artist.
Yeah.
Like, he can sing for sure, but he's more so of an artist. And with the dancing and the choreography and the stage play and everything, but he also shows passion in his music as well. I feel like you and him piggybacking off of each other, singing kind of towards each other. I felt like that would have been dope.
Yeah.
But Kehlani, that's dope.
That's like, I love Kehlani as an artist.
Yeah.
And just everything she everything she stands for too. Like, she's a real 10 toes down on everything she believes in. And I like to be around people like that. So I feel like her music, my music, we can make a really great song. Kehlani, if you're watching, hey. But, you know, I also think her style, everything, you know, like, it would just be a really good song in a good vibe. So I'm going to say Kehlani.
Very good answer.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been following Kehlani for so long.
Me too, actually.
And I just kind of feel a way that she's a little bit mainstream. It kind of seems like she don't want to be mainstream, but the money is probably good. But
I love everything she puts out.
And yeah, even the new stuff is good. But I just remember her old days when she was just so hungry and just everything was just so raw, passionate, just raw. And it's the same way, but it's a corporation behind her now. I
mean, that's kind of how I felt about Ed Sheeran for a while, because he used to be my favorite artist. I used to love Ed Sheeran because I love his writing. I like the way he describes things. It kind of reminds me of Billie Eilish a little bit. In the sense of, I heard one line from Ed Sheeran about a wedding ring, but he didn't say, I want to marry you. He said, I could do without a tan on my left hand where my fourth finger reaches my knuckle. That's a crazy way to say, I can have a wedding ring on right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just loved that about him. And I felt like, as, you know, he got bigger and everything, some of the music just wasn't hitting for me the same, but I still love Ed Sheeran, and I would love to have him on a song too. But I don't know. Yeah, I've been following Kehlani's career on accident since like she was on, I think it was America's Got Talent.
Oh wow!
I
didn't even know she was on there.
Exactly. I didn't connect the pieces for a while, but I had saw the whole season where she was on there. She was in a group. Yeah, so it's been a long time, but I just really respect her craft and how she's kept going, and she goes through things and she puts it on the album. Everything was good until it wasn't. Fire, like, you know, I just shout out Kehlani.
Real quick, you heard Billie Eilish's new album?
I did.
Oh, it's good.
Man. That first song, Skinny, made me start crying.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, get it together.
Pull it together,
Pull
Heather.
it together. But every time you think she can't do it again, there she goes. Yeah. She does it again. I love her stuff.
Shout out to Billie Eilish.
Shout out to Billie Eilish, for sure.
If y'all still sleeping on Billie Eilish,
wake up.
Wake up. Like, she like that, for real.
Her writing, too, Like, and it's literally just her and her brother. That's sick to me. Because how do y'all come up with this? I don't know, but I want to be in the writer's room. I want to learn, like, you know what I'm saying? I look at people like that and I'm like, I just want to learn how y'all process is. Like, that's why I really love Ombre. I don't know if you know who that is, but I love her writing. She is so fire. I love the writing, even like Pharrell. Like, I want to learn from him. I just want to sit. I just want to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I really pay attention to writing. Seven Streeter, another one of my favorite writers.
Yeah.
So
Seven Streeter's good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We answered a couple of our questions already. Okay, I'm gonna skip down a couple. Any Dallas artists that you want to work with as of right now, 2024?
Yeah, I actually would like to work with Cash Page. I feel like that'd be a fire song. Yeah, I really like her stuff. She's cold.
Very.
So I would love to work with Cash Page.
Yes. I think she just moved to LA, right? Or is she back?
I don't know. I know she had moved. I don't know if she's back. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I had a friend I knew who wrote a song on her. I think it's Teenage Fever is the name of it. Can't remember, but that album, he had wrote on it, and I was like, man, y'all did it. Like, that album is sick.
Yeah, Cash Page is so talented.
She is.
Like, so talented. Yeah. And she's so underrated.
She is.
You know?
Yeah. I've even loved her when she was on Don Toliver's song with Travis Scott, like Euphoria. Crazy track. So I would like to work with her.
That's a good mix.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good mix, for sure. Shout out to Cash Page, too. Cash Page, if you're watching this, answer your DMs. Thank you very much. Because I think I've been messaging you for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Just like Heaven.
Yeah, hey.
Been messaging Heaven for like 2-3 months. Like, hey, what's up?
Hey.
You know? But incredible artists. Both of y'all are dope, incredible artists.
Thank you.
So that'll be wavy. A whole Dallas. Yeah. That's crazy.
You just got to link up.
For sure. All right. So that was enough of the music. We touched on music. We touched on style.
Yeah.
We touched on where you're from. We're going to close it out here with just a little bit of news.
Cool.
First and foremost, I would like to say rest in peace to the artist Enchanting out of Fort Worth.
Oh my gosh. I loved her music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I really did. So I was super shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked, but oh my God, I just wanted her to go crazy.
I didn't know she was from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I only knew like maybe 2 songs of hers, but then after everybody else kept just like playing stuff, I'm like, I had no idea.
But you know, she can really sing too. Yeah, gotta go check out like her R&B.
Okay.
She could really sing. So she just had like so much potential. I feel like rest in peace for sure.
Rest in peace, Enchanting. Absolutely, from the Who's Next music show in heaven. So rest in peace for sure. Also, we got the Mavs are playing right now. Shout out to the Mavs. Y'all need to get this win. Y'all need to pull it together.
Hey,
you know,
we need this.
We need
this. It's a parade inside our city. That's what we need to do. Okay, we had the Rangers last year. We need the Mavs this year because who knows when the Cowboys are gonna do anything. Like, Cowboys, if you're watching this, hire me. I will run the team.
Yes.
All right, like
anybody but Jerry Jones right now. I ain't lying.
To be me or somebody else. Yes. I don't care, but yeah, we need it. We need it.
Yes. So Mavs, pull it together.
Come on.
Okay. So Heaven, what are your summer plans? What plans you got for this summer? What's going on? Pool parties?
I'm outside.
Out Sizzy. You know what I'm saying? You making some new tracks?
Yeah.
You got some features? You got anything coming up that?
Actually, I do hope to drop something, you know, little summer vibe. I think would be cool. But as far as, I'm definitely going to be out and about, just around the city, showing my face and trying to get in where I can, so I can, you know, when I do drop, have some momentum behind it. But yeah, right now I'll probably be out at some Pride events if y'all see me. But yeah, we just gonna turn up. Maybe, hopefully, we're on a boat. I want to be on somebody's boat. So who has a boat that we can go on? Juneteenth is coming up. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely want to drop something else. It's been a couple months since you used to be here, and I'm actually a little shocked that it's still going really well in terms of like the numbers I'm getting back. And Like It's Slow is still really killing it. So like, cool, like let's do something else. So yeah, probably go back home to Jamaica and just chill.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got Jamaican roots?
I do.
That's
Yep.
dope.
My whole mom's side of the family.
Jamaican.
It's
That's
Jamaican.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shout out to you for that. That was Summers. Heaven Summers.
People do that.
Call you Summers?
Yeah.
You look like a Summer.
People, even when I was like bartending at my last bar, it's like it's been a thing.
Really?
Yeah. And
You
one of
do
my
look like a
teachers'
Summer, I ain't
nicknames for me
lying.
was Paradise. Like it's like everybody says everything but but yeah.
Question for you. Is that your government name?
Yeah.
Really?
On my birth certificate and
That's
everything.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Thank you.
All right. So this is my last question for you.
All right.
Is there anything you want to do after music?
Yes. I have a
Okay.
lot of things I want to do after music. One of my biggest dreams since I was probably like 12, because I used to run a charity, nonprofit, whenever I was 12. And it was for students, and it was for getting underprivileged kids new clothes and paying for their lunches and everything and doing tutoring sessions. I have a really big passion for education, especially for underprivileged kids and women. So really my goal, my dream is to build a school on every habitable continent. So excluding Antarctica, no one's there.
That's super cool.
But I want the schools to be safe havens that can get young girls especially to finish, because a lot of times, depending on where they live, when they go through puberty and stuff like that, they have to drop out. They don't have the resources to continue their education, and I just don't think that's fair. And I would rather, be a problem solver than a complainer. So I want to just create schools to where like, hey, we're going to get you all the resources. Like, don't worry about it. You can do this. Like, I want to just keep that going. I also want to definitely own a fashion brand or something. Probably a couple. I want to create a Fortune 500 company where that employs convicted or like ex-felons. I just don't think that's fair either. How can you run for the president, but you can't vote? You can't get no jobs for real. Like, I don't think that's fair. So, I really want to go into politics and try to make as much of a change as I can on the issues that I have an issue with, which are a lot of issues with how things are going right now. So, but yeah, I definitely want to put my energy into that after music. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. The whole convicted felon thing, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next couple years, I'm able to start hiring convicted felons to run or to work for me at the certain dream I want to have too, because they do deserve a second chance.
I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it's a non-violent crime, especially when it's like marijuana, like,
yes.
How is it that some of the country legalizes it, some of it's not? It's, to me, it's so petty. And it's like, why don't people deserve a good paying job, a 401k, stuff like that? I would rather just, like I said, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to just do it.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it, Heaven. That's all I got on here.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Uncle Mike. Appreciate it.
What's up, y'all? So that was episode 30. That's episode 30.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I love even numbers.
So we had the artist Heaven,
Thank you.
and she came through. She told you guys about everything: style, where she's from, her music, how she wants to impact the world.
Yeah.
and gave you meaning to her music as well too. So that was pretty dope.
Thank you.
Pretty dope. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan of Heaven. I want y'all to be a fan of Heaven. Definitely check out her music. Let me back up. I don't got nothing else to say. I'm going to let Heaven close it out.
Awesome.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
And if you can tell them where to find you and everything else.
Well, thank you again for having me. You can find me on all streaming platforms. You can find me on Instagram at Heaven Connor, HeavenConner. You can find me on Twitter at The Heaven Renee, Renee. And you know what? Y'all can even find me on TikTok, but it's a little different. My TikTok name is Girl Fieri, Gurl Fieri. I think like Guy Fieri's name. I don't know. I had blonde hair at the time, so I look like Guy Fieri. So you can find me on there. But my Instagram and my Twitter, they have my link tree, and it could direct you to all my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, anywhere you get your music, YouTube. Come find me. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks again.
Thanks again, y'all. That's it. We're here at the marvelous Live Wix studio. Definitely check out Live Wix Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's always something going on. Come check it out. Check out the event page. Something always going on.
Yeah.
So thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, I'm your host, Uncle Mikey, and I'll talk to y'all later.